Oh man, grab your ice matcha and pull up a chair at this imaginary café table, because we're about to geek out over Captivated by you that delightfully quirky anthology of boys' love tales set in the pressure cooker of an all boys high school. If episode 1 had us hooked with Jima's wide-eyed curiosity crushing into Miyoshi Hayashi's unfolded eccentricity, the guy who treats life like a quirky art project, snapping pics of street signs and air-drying sweet potatoes on the balcony like it's no big deal, then episodes 2 through 5 crank the dial to 11. This isn't your standard shonen battle fest, it's a slice of life BL rollercoaster where conformity clashes with raw individuality, and every awkward glance or shared bento box feels like a seismic shift in the universe. Directed by Asami Nakatani and animated by the wizards at Doga Kobo, think the fluid charm of Asterisk monthly girls Nizaki-kun Asterisk, but with a sapphic sweet edge. The series draws from Yama Wayama's original manga collection of doujinshi shorts that exploded into official glory. Each episode packs 2 mini-stories, like emotional haikus that leave you grinning, gasping, or straight up pondering your own high school crushes. Let's break it down episode by episode, because these vignettes hit like confetti bombs in a stuffy classroom. Kicking off episode 2, Would You Be My Friend, we shift gears to Megumi Matsuya, the ultimate bookworm who's got her nose buried so deep in novels she might as well live in a parallel literary dimension. Picture this, Matsuya's lost in a tale of a girl befriending a robot adorable setup, right? It's like a pint-sized asterisk wall at E** with heart emojis when Bam Hayashi, our eccentric fave from Ep 1, drops a casual book reference that's so spot on it's hilarious. She misses it at first, facepalming in that moment that had me cackling into my coffee. But the real magic? It's the budding friendship that blooms from shared weirdness, with Hayashi's guileless vibe chipping away at Matsuya's shy shell. Cut to the second half, enter Tokumatsu, a third-year artist on a desperate hunt for a drawing model. He's sketching feverishly, but lies throwing curveballs until he stumbles into an unexpected muse who flips his world upside down. The vibe here? Pure, unadulterated joy laced with that tingly word of tension of first connections. Big moment, Komatsu's sketch session turns into a confessional heart-to-heart, where vulnerability sneaks in like sunlight through classroom blinds. Key players, Matsuya voiced by the effervescent Yu Miyamoto and Komatsu Kuki Suzu bringing that earnest charm. It's electric, feels like the show's whispering, hey, friendship. It's the ultimate plot twist. Episode 3, Run, Yamada dials up the drama with a side of redemption arc spice. First segment introduces a punkish high schooler archetype, tough exterior, kids and softy who's navigating the minefield of school rumors and misplaced bravado. But the meat? Shota Yamada, our hapless first-year delivery boy think reluctant errand runner with a heart of gold, gets roped into playing Keisha from Masahiro Senu, the resident bully who's all bark and surprising bite. Senu's pestering Yamada for daily bento boxes, turning lunch hour into a battlefield of tsundere antics. Imagine Yamada huffing and puffing upstairs with steaming rice balls, only for Senu to gruffly mumble, "It's not like I asked for this, but eat it anyway." The big moments pile up, a rain-soaked chase where Yamada slips and Senu catches him cliché. Sure, but executed with such raw emotion it hits different, and a quiet cafeteria standoff that peels back Senu's tough guy layers to reveal a kid starved for genuine care. Voiced by Onan Furuya as the flustered Yamada and Masayuki Nishi as the brooding Senu, their chemistry crackles like static electricity. The overall vibe? A gritty rom-com detox, dark undercurrents of bullying give way to tender ICU realizations, leaving you fist-pumping for the underdog while chuckling at the absurdity. It's the episode that reminds you, bullies aren't born, they're just boys who haven't found their soft landing yet. Fast forward to episode 4, Nikkedu behind me, and we're in full brooding heartthrob territory. Yuichi Madoka Yuki Ono nailing that anxious Everman energy is striding the new semester like it's the apocalypse. Why? Because the school's ultimate pariah, Akira Nikkedu Nobuhiko Okamoto, channeling brooding intensity with a velvet voice, gets seated right behind him. Nikkedu's a guy with the gloomy aura that screams bad luck, cursed rumors fly about his supernatural vibes, think up and legend come to life. Madoka's locker avalanche of love letters, he's the popular kid, drowning in admirers contrasts hilariously with Nikkedu's isolation, but the real fireworks. When Madoka glimpses the real Akira, a guy who's built his loner facade like a fortress to hide his insecurities. Big moments, a dual perspective retelling of the same awkward desk side chat, flipping from Madoka's panic to Nikkedu's quiet yearning. It's genius suddenly, that ominous stare becomes a plea for connection. The tension builds to a smile that shatters everything, all it takes is one genuine grin to melt the ice, and you're left breathless, heart racing like you just confessed your own crush. Vibe-wise, it's intimate and introspective, a slow burn whisper amid the school's chaotic calm, with Doga Kobo's camera work making every shadowed glance feel cinematic. Episode 5, the grand finale, echoes of us or whatever poetic title they slapped on it, based on the manga's wrap-up vibes, ties the anthology bow with a reflective bang, zooming in on Minoru Satuhi Nayami's nuanced take on a character who's equal parts enigmatic and endearing. Satu's the quiet observer type, flitting through the school's edges, but this act pulls him into the spotlight via a chance encounter that echoes the series' themes. Without spoiling the emotional gut punch, it's a mosaic of callbacks, glimpses of Ima and Hayashi's quirky dynamic, a nod to Yamada's bento bravery, and Madoka chipping at Nikkedu's walls. The core story? Satu grapples with his own captivation, a subtle romance that blooms from shared silences and stolen moments in the art room or under cherry blossoms. Big moment, a group festival scene where all the pairs intersect, confessions bubbling up like fireworks. The vibe. Bittersweet euphoria, nostalgic yet hopeful, like flipping through a yearbook that ends with to be continued scrolled in the margins. Key characters shine, everyone from the ensemble gets a moment, but Satu steals the show with his wide-eyed wonder. Overall series arc. It's less a linear plot and more a love letter to the messiness of youth where eccentric souls like Hayashi disrupt the status quo, bullies like Seni find redemption, and learners like Nikedu learn vulnerability pays off. The all-boys school setting amps the intimacy, turning everyday banality stair canting, bento deliveries, seat assignments into profound turning points. It's happening right in front of you, sweaty palms during a glance, butterflies from a shared laugh, the electric hum of what if this is it? Alright, let's talk visuals, because Doga Kobo doesn't mess around, they're the studio that turns schoolyards into symphonies of color and motion. The art style? A gorgeous blend of Yama Wayama's manga roots, clean, expressive lines with a doujinshi flair, think soft shading on chiseled jawlines and eyes that sparkle like they've got secrets. Character designs pop, Hayashi's wild hair and perpetual grin scream free spirit, while Nikidu's perpetual scowl hides those killer cheekbones under moody shadows. Backgrounds? Lush and lived in, the school's creaky hallways, rain-slicked windows, and sun-dappled balconies feel tactile, like you could reach out and smudge the chalk dust. Animation shines in the quiet beats, fluid hair flips during a confession, the subtle quiver of lips in hesitation, or the way Bento's theme curls realistically in Episode 3's tense delivery scene. Kainasuda's upbeat track pulses with upbeat synths that match the eclectic energy, while the Deki Yamashita and Tasuku Hatanoka's harmonies tugs at your heartstrings like a gentle hug. But hey, honesty time, no review's complete without a kind nudge. Pacing in anthology format occasionally feels rash. Episode 2's second half could have used an extra beat to let Komatsu's model hum breathe, making the pair feel a tad abrupt, like cramming a full short story into 10 minutes. Some CG elements and crowd scenes at the festival in Ep 5 look a smidge stiff. Doga Kobo's forte is intimate moments, not mob animations, so it stands out like a sore thumb. And while the color palette's vibrant for day scenes, nighttime sequences lean too desaturated, muting the emotional punch Nikeju's reveal could have glowed more. Still, these are minor quibbles in a sea of gorgeousness. The voice acting elevates everything, with Koki Achiyama's flustered demand and Nobuhiko Okamoto's gravelly Nikeju stealing scenes like pros. It's not revolutionary like Asterisk July and April Asterisk as tearjerkers, but for BL's slice of life, it's a visual feast that gushes charm from every frame. View Asterisk Captivated, Bayou Asterisk episodes 2-5. They've got me obsessed, straight up like that post-binge haze where you replay confession scenes on loop and text your friends you have to watch this. The whole series nails that electric thrill of unspoken crushes in a conformist world, where one weird kid shout out to Hayashi's potato drying chaos can unravel everyone's facades. I'm crossing my fingers for a season 2 that dives deeper, maybe full arcs for side characters like Satu, or even spin-offs exploring the mangas and tap shorts. What keeps me coming back? The humor spot on Yamamoto's bento slips had me snort laughing, the critiques of bullying and isolation feel honest without preaching, and those aha moments of connection. Pure catharsis. It's not perfect anthology brevity, means some stories end on cliffhanger teasers, but in a sea of over-the-top ice sky, this cozy, character-driven gem is the comfort food my anime soul craves. If you're nerding out at the café with me, stream it on Crunchyroll and let's debate Nikiju's smile over pastries. 8.5/10 captivating indeed, with room to bloom. What's your fave pair? Spell.